welcome you watching. This is exclusive. Tonight we get you two sensational stories. The first big story coming in from the state of West Bengal. This is about a Trinamool Congress strongman who goes by the name of Anubrata Mondal. If all would have gone well, then Anubrata Mondal would have been in Delhi by tomorrow, questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. But there has been a last-minute twist. We'll get you full details on this story, and not just that, also that consumer story, what matters for each one of you. It's about an edtech company and the complaints that have come in. We'll get you all this latest in this edition, but up first, these are the headlines we are tracking for you at this hour. Fresh twist in the cattle smuggling probe. West Bengal police blocks ED's attempt to take Anubrata to Delhi. West Bengal police files fresh FIR against Anubrata Mondal in 2021 case. Is there an attempt to block Anubrata from being taken to Delhi? BYJU'S face range of complaints on allegations of exploitation. This as parents put their savings and future in jeopardy. Parents who have been victim of the alleged cheating by BYJU'S open up on Republic on record. They claim being trapped into course via false claims.
जिस प्रकार से खड़गे जी ने अभद्र भाषा का प्रयोग किया, जिस प्रकार से खड़गे जी ने पूरी तरीके से बेबुनियाद बातें रखी, असत्य को देश के सामने रखने की कोशिश की, मैं उसकी घोर निंदा करता हूं और उनसे माफी की मांग करता हूं।
Face off in Rajya Sabha over Congress chief's Chuha insult to Prime Minister Modi, but Kharge refuses to apologize. NIA Chachi in Umesh Khole murder nails role of radical Islamist of Tablighi Jamaat. Hospitals are overburdened, crematoriums working round the clock as COVID situation worsens in China. Ladies and gentlemen, starting the edition with that top story that we are getting to you tonight. A story that not a single national channel wants to talk about. Why is there complete silence about what is largely being seen as a mockery of justice? Is there a deliberate attempt to bring in a spanner in the investigation that's being carried out by the Enforcement Directorate? We are talking about Trinamool Congress strongman Anubrata Mondal. In fact, the Enforcement Directorate got the transit remand to bring him to Delhi for further questioning in the cattle smuggling case. But in a last-minute twist, this after the court had already given the permission to the Enforcement Directorate to bring Anubrata Mondal, who was in judicial custody, to be brought here in Delhi for further questioning in the cattle smuggling case. There is a last-minute FIR that has been registered by the West Bengal police. We'll get you full details. First of the FIR, second about the complaint that we have got, and the fact that when he was about to be brought here in the national capital, the West Bengal police essentially decided that they are going to, fresh FIR is going to be registered. Lower court basically then grants police custody for 7 days. Net, it all means that Anubrata Mondal is not going to be in the custody of any central agency, but in the custody of the West Bengal police. And only after the custody gets over, that's when the Enforcement Directorate will get the opportunity to question Anubrata Mondal. Remember, this man that you see on your screens, will get you full details of it and also show you what really happened when he was taken out of the jail. In fact, Anubrata Mondal is the same person who's targeted our sister channel Republic Bangla when specific questions were basically asked by Editor-in-Chief Arnab Goswami. Onobroto Mondal, who is this person and how are things really developing? First, we're going to talk about the ED action and what is it the West Bengal police is saying. On your screens right now, this was the time when take a look at it. Closer look at this face of this man, the Trinamool Congress strongman from Birbhum district, Onobroto Mondal, being taken out. He was taken out from the jail in Asansol and he was supposed to be brought to the national capital for further questioning, but that did not happen. Why? Because West Bengal police has sought for 14-day custody in a fresh FIR. What is this FIR all about? We're going to get you full details of it. We've accessed the complaint and we've also accessed the full details of the FIR. I want to stay with these visuals as I try and explain this to you. Let's take a look at this FIR copy. This FIR copy, ladies and gentlemen, is going to become very, very important for you to understand because there are some sensational details that have been written. I'll ask a camera person also in the studio to get you a closer look of this particular FIR that you're seeing right now on your screens. I'm going to show you the FIR that has been registered by the West Bengal police. And what is it? It is the FIR that was registered on the 19th. Take a look at this. On the 19th is when the FIR was registered. This was the same very day that a court in West Bengal had given the permission to the Enforcement Directorate to bring Onobroto Mondal from the state of West Bengal to the national capital for further questioning. But that very evening, a case is registered. And take a look at it. This is almost a decade-old case in which the investigation is actually taking place. And take a look at it. There is a section where they have written reason of the delay in reporting the complaint of the informant. They say due to fear. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, take a closer look at this FIR. They are saying that the reason why after almost about a decade this case comes up is only because of fear. What was this gentleman, the complainant in this particular case? We're going to get into the details of who this complainant is, why exactly was this case registered only now. Take a look at this is the complaint copy. We've got the full details and clearly there is a mention of the fact that there was an element of fear. Now we're going to focus on who exactly is this complainant. I'm told that our senior editor from the Republic Bangla newsroom, Moyuk, is going to join us, and also my colleague Tanisha is going to join us from the Delhi newsroom. First, I would like to go across to my colleague Moyuk for putting this into perspective. Moyuk, we need to understand that this FIR was registered almost few hours after it was almost final that Onobroto Mondal is going to be brought to the national capital. So what really transpired in that just few hours that they have managed to secure the custody of Onobroto Mondal, and Onobroto Mondal is not going to be in the custody of the Enforcement Directorate, but he is going to be in the custody of the West Bengal police. First, I want you to put this into perspective. Who exactly is this complainant? How old is this particular case? And in this particular FIR, Moyuk, it is written due to fear. What does this mean?
Well, Shravan, this case, particularly this case, is going to beat any of the blockbuster movies of Bollywood or any web series that is coming up. First of all, let me tell you, the audience here right now, this man, this Ship Thakur Mondal, he's an old Trinamool Congress guy, and this Trinamool Congress guy, he expected a few number of tickets for the Panchayat election earlier, and in 2021, apparently Onobroto Mondal had beaten him up. Onobroto Mondal had threatened him to kill him, and all these things. This man, Ship Thakur Mondal, who is also a local Trinamool Neta, he is saying this after 1 year. So you can understand. 2021, apparently Onobroto Mondal did all these things, and in 2022, right after the Delhi court, the Rouse Avenue court dictated the order, and ED got charge of bringing Onobroto Mondal to Delhi. This man goes to a local police station in Dubrajpur. He files a copy. He files a letter against Onobroto Mondal. He files a complaint against Onobroto Mondal, and there he mentions that Due to fear, I couldn't even open my mouth. So this is a local Trinamool leader saying this, that due to fear, I couldn't open my mouth, and now I'm opening my mouth because of the fact that I need to tell the truth. So it's going to beat any of the Hindi film movies, or it's going to beat any of the postscripts of any film. Right now, what Shiv Thakur Mondol did is that he went straight to the police station, and commendable job this time at least for the Bengal police. Bengal police, without wasting a single second, they lodged an FIR against Anubrata Mondol. They went straight to the jail. They informed the jail authorities that tomorrow we need to produce Anubrata Mondol because it's a very urgent case. We need to bring Anubrata Mondol into our custody. We need to interrogate him because it's a very serious case of attempt to murder. It's a case of intimidation. It's a case of beating up a local Trinamool guy, and all this the allegations, these are against Anubrata Mondol. So you can understand the whole picture here. Opposition leaders in Bengal, they are saying that this is actually a well-crafted script. This is actually a well-crafted machinery where police and others have been used to safeguard, to give a shield to Anubrata Mondol, going to Delhi, sitting in front of Saigul Hussain and speaking a lot of things. The man knows a lot of things here. A lot of things which can be uncomfortable for the Trinamool leadership in Bengal. The man knows a lot of things regarding the coal scam, the cattle scam, the employment scam. All these things are interlinked, and most importantly, if Anubrata Mondol ever goes to Delhi and sits in front of Saigul Hussain for a joint interrogation, it's going to be uncomfortable for a lot of leaders in Bengal. And you can see, as the opposition leaders here are saying, you can see the desperation to keep Anubrata Mondol in Bengal jail. You can see the desperation to keep Anubrata Mondol in the jurisdiction of West Bengal government. So apparently it's solely done because of the fact that this man knows too much of the things. This man used to, as written by CBI in their copy, in their submission, that this man used to work as an omnipotent felicitator of this entire cattle scam. So obviously you can understand the gravity of the situation for the ruling party here, Shravan.
Well, in fact, it becomes abundantly clear, and I would just like to make one short correction, as my colleague Mayuk has just flagged it off to me, that this particular case is almost a year old. I did make a mention that this was a decade old, not a decade old, but even having said that, a one-year-old case is finally taken up by the West Bengal police on the very day when the court basically decides to give this particular case to the Enforcement Directorate, and it's the Enforcement Directorate which is going to take forward this entire matter. So what is it that the West Bengal police essentially wants to do? What is the intention of the administration in West Bengal? Before I also get into the details, a quick word that I want from you, Mayuk, is with regards to whether at all there is any word that you're getting in from the Trinamool Congress itself. Because let's not forget, we are talking about a man called Anubrata Mondol, largely perceived as a strongman of Birbhum district, largely perceived as very close to the top leadership of the Trinamool Congress. So we would also like to take the version of what the Trinamool Congress essentially has to say. Is it something that they are saying that they are trying to perhaps distance themselves? Any word from the government, from the administration, as well as from the party?
Well, Shravan, according to my sources, it's a relief for most of the leaders in Trinamool Congress. And today also we tried to question, we tried to get a reaction from a senior minister, Firhad Hakim, and he again reiterated the fact that Anubrata Mondol is a tiger and he will not be in jail for a long point of time. So earlier also we have seen how Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee called him a Veer, and Veer Anubrata Mondol, Mamata Banerjee said, and then Firhad Hakim also shielding Anubrata Mondol, calling him the tiger of Birbhum who is going to come back again. So basically Trinamool leaders are all giving their support to Anubrata Mondol, and today also none of them are reacting in that way, but most of them are in support of Anubrata Mondol, and they are keeping this line steady, the narrative steady, that CBI and ED, they are vindictive towards Anubrata Mondol, and Anubrata Mondol is still not guilty. So Anubrata Mondol should not be treated as a criminal. That's what the version of Trinamool Congress is. Shravan.
Thank you very much, Moik, for putting this into perspective. Once again, I would like to reiterate, the only national channel talking about a story which many would like to brush it under the carpet. Only reasons that other so-called national channels essentially would like to look into. But let's take a look at some of the details that we're getting in right now of the case that has been registered. What is it that we know so far? Who is Shiv Thakur? Shiv Thakur is the person whose complaint has been taken into consideration. This complaint is by Trinamool Congress's Panchayat member. Shiv Thakur is accused Onubroto of attempt to murder. That's a big allegation. It should be probed. Matter dates back to year 2021. Complaint was just filed yesterday. So the big question here is, why a 1-year delay? That's the big question that we are asking right now. Shiv Thakur in the complaint says Onubroto threatened me. So if that's the case, why did he not come up before? Shiv Thakur says request to investigate the case. Finally, the West Bengal government as well as the West Bengal police essentially believe that this case should be investigated on the 19th, when the court basically gives the custody to the Enforcement Directorate. So these are the latest details that we have as far as this case goes. Only channel with this FIR copy, the complaint, this is the complaint copy that we have access in which it's abundantly clear that there is something that does not meet the eye. Let me also bring in my colleague Tanisha Awasthi, who's been tracking the story very closely along with Moyuk in our Republic Bangla newsroom. A quick word that I want to get in from you also, Tanisha. As far as this case goes, the cattle smuggling case, the Enforcement Directorate has registered a case. The CBI has registered a case. He was arrested in the CBI case. What is it that the Enforcement Directorate is essentially looking at right now, bringing Onubroto to the national capital? Moik has already put into perspective this fresh twist that has taken place. But let's talk about what are the details of the investigation that has been carried out so far by the Enforcement Directorate.
Well, Shravan rightly said, the CBI has already started its probe. The ED is looking into in-depth details of what happened during the cattle smuggling, how was it done, what was done, and how much has this TMC leader benefited out of it. And for the same reasons, ED had appealed to bring him to the Delhi headquarters, bring the accused in the cattle smuggling case to the Delhi headquarters, which apparently was stopped because of the West Bengal government's effort today. What you have been showing and what I have in my what I have in my hands is the same letter. And remember, this is not just an FIR, Shravan. It is a big question mark on the intent of the West Bengal government, intent of blocking Anubrata from bringing for ED to bring him back to Delhi and then question him. Because remember, once Anubrata is brought to Delhi ED headquarters, there'll be a detailed probe and many more skeletons will tumble out on the factor of who else might also be involved in this cattle smuggling case. Because remember, when talking about the ED investigation, it is always an in-depth investigation, and if more skeletons tumble out, there are possibilities and probabilities of more names of maybe TMC leaders coming out in the open. And that is why this complaint copy that has been filed after a year raises severe questions on what is actually the West Bengal government's intent. Because remember, if this person, the Trinamool local neta, is citing the reason of fear for not registering the complaint before, why did he not register the complaint on the day Anubrata was arrested? So these are the several questions that we've been asking, because remember, the ED line of questioning will be on who else was also involved with Anubrata in this scam, and all of those details would have been clear once the main accused in the cattle smuggling case is brought to Delhi. But apparently this has been stopped by the West Bengal government. And how? By bringing an year-old case and prompting swift and quick action on a case that dates back to 2021. Right. Shravan.
Well, thank you very much, Tanisha, for getting us the latest details. We're going to slip into a short break. On the other side, we'll get you the other big story. A story that is going to concern every individual, because we're talking about the time during COVID when a lot of parents were essentially relying on these edtech companies. What's really happening right now is the big case on the BYJU'S. BYJU'S face a range of complaints. We'll get you all the details on the other side of this short break.
Powered by ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India Limited. Smarter steels, brighter futures. Tata Capital. Palak jhapkao, loan pao.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
अगर मिठाई जंक फूड से है यारी, तो डायबिटीज की कर लो तैयारी।
Get Beto's Diabetes Care Program with a free glucometer and expert advice. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
Invest once and enjoy guaranteed maturity with life cover with LIC's Dhan Varsha, a single premium plan for your family's security and prosperity.
क्या हुआ रोहन, क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया, पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो। एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए?
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया, अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं, वो आज से ही थोड़ा-थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
Just yesterday, Munmun handed a phone to a random person to get her DP clicked. For the 5th time this year. And her phone got stolen again. But Munmun's over the moon. Because JioMart's grand finale sale is offering up to 80% off on everything. So no matter how your year's been, the ending will be smashing.
Helps beat sensitivity fast. Sensodyne Rapid Relief.
Everyone looks at the world today. At Hyundai, we go beyond with experiences that take us forward. Inspired by our today, we design your tomorrow. Some said electric is the future. We said, why stop there? At Hyundai, we are going beyond mobility, and you are welcome to join us.
Getting you the other Republic special investigation story. This time, it seems that EdTech BYJU'S is running into some trouble. Child rights body NCPCR has basically summoned EdTech BYJU'S CEO Baiju Ravindran over allegations that it is indulging in malpractices to lure parents and children to buy their courses. Now, BYJU'S is facing a range of complaints on social media platforms, consumer websites, with customers alleging that they are exploited and deceived as they had to pay their savings and futures, which are now in jeopardy. Republic in the last 1 week has spoken to parents, former employees of BYJU'S, as we look deeper into the serious allegations of exploitation, deception, and also following predatory practices. Republic has also written an email to BYJU'S seeking a response to the questions over the allegations so far. There is no response from the company. Let's listen into some of these parents in a short while from now. But before we go across to that, let's just quickly take you through some of the big allegations that have been leveled against BYJU'S. Once again, I would like to reiterate that we've written to BYJU'S. We haven't really heard from them. Now, this is what the NCPR essentially indicates, that there have been malpractices to lure parents and children. Now, that's as per the complaint that has been received by the NCPCR. They have now written to the SFIO. They've written to the RBI. Let's also take a look at some of the other complaints, other aspects of it. Parents, kids were basically lured to buy BYJU'S courses. We'll get into more details in a short while from now, but I'm quickly taking you through some of the complaints that have come in. Customers claim that they were exploited and they were basically deceived. That's what the complainants are essentially saying. They are saying that savings and future were all put in jeopardy only because of the predatory policies of the BYJU'S. Now, that's the details that we're getting in. In a short while from now, we'll also play out those interviews of the parents and former employees of BYJU'S who are spilling the beans. That's all that we have in this edition of This Is Exclusive. Two big stories that we've got to you tonight. On the other side, news and updates continue.
Powered by ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India Limited, smarter steels, brighter futures. Tata Capital, palak jhapkao, loan pao.
Chinese, Indian, Italian, all-rounder, हम भी हैं.
और तुम्हारा किचन?
किचन.
इस पे भी कभी बाउंसर आता है, कभी गूगली, तो कभी यॉर्कर.
मतलब?
कभी स्टेन्स, कभी जर्म्स, तो कभी पानी. आपके किचन और बाथरूम्स को चाहिए MYK लेटीक्रीट SP100, टाइल जॉइंट का ऑलराउंडर. MYK लेटीक्रीट SP100, जोड़ हो तो ऐसा.
Volkswagen Tygoon, India's safest SUVW. Volkswagen.
Was? Ball.
खट्टे मीठे घूट कटक के ले तू दिल को ठूस. Just let loose. Limonata. Just let loose.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amritkal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
उठो, जागो, दौड़ो तुम. डायबिटीज को रोको तुम.
Get BYJU'S Diabetes Care Program with a free glucometer and expert advice. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
Hey Rahul, what's up?
Hey, kicked about our first date?
Of course.
Benefits up to rupees 30,000 only at the Citroën C3 Carnival. Book today.
जिसको गांधी खानदान ने सर्टिफाई किया है कांग्रेस में. प्रश्न ये उठता है,
Union Minister Smriti Irani gives it back to Vadra Congress for sexist comments against her.
जिस प्रकार से खड़गे जी ने अभद्र भाषा का प्रयोग किया, जिस प्रकार से खड़गे जी ने पूरी तरीके से बेबुनियाद बातें रखी, असत्य को देश के सामने रखने की कोशिश की, मैं उसकी घोर निंदा करता हूं और उनसे माफी की मांग करता हूं।
Face off in Rajya Sabha over Congress Chief Chuha insult to Prime Minister Modi.
लेकिन वो चर्चा के लिए तैयार नहीं। बाहर तो शेर के जैसा बात करते हैं, लेकिन उनका जो चलना है तो सिर्फ आप देखेंगे तो चूहे के जैसा है।
Ravan, झूठों का सरदार and now Chuha, but Kharge refuses to apologize. NIA charge sheet in Umesh Kole nails role of radical Islamists of Tablighi Jamaat. Republic gets parents and former employees testimonies on alleged malpractices by BYJU'S. Hospitals overburdened, crematoriums working round the clock as COVID situation worsens in China. Day after the sexist and personal attack on Smriti Irani, Union Minister has now hit back and said that it reflects the mindset of the Congress. Just to put this into perspective, one of the UP leaders from the Congress party essentially indicated that this seat in Amethi was actually of the Congress party, and Smriti Irani only comes there for latke and jhatke. That has now resulted in a massive furor inside the Rajya Sabha. Take a look at what Smriti Irani had to say.
देखिए, कांग्रेस पार्टी में भारतीय सेना के ऊपर अभद्र टिप्पणी करना, सेना के लिए इस प्रकार के अपशब्दों का इस्तेमाल करना, महिला जनप्रतिनिधि जो उनके अध्यक्ष को हरा चुकी हों उनके खिलाफ अभद्र टिप्पणी करना, अथवा स्वतंत्रता संग्राम में सम्मिलित साधारण हिंदुस्तानियों को कुत्ता कहना। ऐसा क्यों है कि कांग्रेस के नेताओं को लगता है कि इस प्रकार के निम्न वर्ग के शब्दों का इस्तेमाल कर, गाली देकर, क्यों उन्हें लगता है कि गांधी खानदान खुश हो जाएगा? वो कौन सा कल्चर है जिसको गांधी खानदान ने सर्टिफाई किया है कांग्रेस में? प्रश्न ये उठता है, क्योंकि ये सारे बयान, चाहे महामहिम राष्ट्रपति जी के खिलाफ अभद्र टिप्पणी हो, चाहे मेरे खिलाफ अभद्र टिप्पणी हो, चाहे नरेंद्र मोदी को मौत के घाट उतारने की बात हो, चाहे भारतीय सेना के खिलाफ टिप्पणी हो, ये सारी टिप्पणियां कांग्रेस के जितने भी नेता हैं वो सर्वसम्मति से, कई टिप्पणियां तो गांधी खानदान की उपस्थिति में दी गई। तो ऐसा क्या है कि गांधी खानदान इस प्रकार के अभद्र व्यवहार को प्रोत्साहित करता है? मूलतः प्रश्न ये है कि क्या तरक्की गांधी खानदान तभी करने देगा जब आप इस प्रकार की भद्दी गालियां देंगे? अगर है तो ये गांधी खानदान के असली चरित्र का सही उजागर करने वाला एक अंश है।
लेकिन प्रश्न ये भी तो उठता है जब उनसे बोला गया,
देखिए,
तो मैं मतलब ये बोलचाल की भाषा है।
बनारस को, हिंदुस्तान को और विशेषतः उत्तर भारत को जो लोग जानते हैं, हमारी संस्कृति, हमारी सभ्यता में महिला के प्रति अभद्र टिप्पणियां करना हमारे संस्कार का विषय नहीं है। उनके राजनीतिक संस्कार का ये दर्पण हो सकता है, लेकिन काशी का, मोक्षदायिनी का ये ना संस्कार है, ना ऐसे शब्द जो हैं हमारे कोई राजनीतिक या सांस्कृतिक या सामाजिक श्रृंगार का कोई वर्णन है या अथवा उसका एक भाग है।
एक चीज बहुत ही क्लियर आज दिख रही है कि कांग्रेस किसी भी बात पे माफी मांगने के लिए, या उनको नहीं लगता कि मैंने ऐसा कुछ कहा। मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी भी जिस तरीके के उन्होंने,
मैं दोबारा कहती हूँ, अगर गांधी खानदान को पसंद है अभद्र भाषा, तो कोई भी कांग्रेसी जो ऐसी अभद्र भाषा का इस्तेमाल करता है वो माफी क्यों मांगेगा? उनको तो तमगा पाने के लिए गांधी खानदान से अगर ऐसी टिप्पणियां करके ही तमगा पाया जा सकता है तो ये विषय गांधी खानदान के संस्कारों का है। साधारण कांग्रेस का कार्यकर्ता तो छोड़ दीजिए, साधारण राजनीतिक कार्यकर्ता इस प्रकार की टिप्पणियां नहीं करते। तो ऐसा क्यों है कि आम कांग्रेस के कार्यकर्ता को लगता है कि सोनिया जी को, राहुल जी को ऐसी बातें भाएंगी? ऐसा क्या है उनके चरित्र के बारे में?
ये तो मैम मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी की बात हो गई, लेकिन फिर वही एक प्रश्न
मैं दोबारा कह रही हूँ, प्रश्न घूम फिर के उसी पे आता है। क्यों साधारण कांग्रेस के नेता या कार्यकर्ता को लगता है कि अगर अभद्र टिप्पणी करो महिला पे, मोदी को मौत के घाट उतारने की बात करो तो सोनिया जी खुश हो जाएंगी?
Well, in fact, a day after the Congress, President Mallikarjun Kharge openly called Prime Minister Mamata Trying in a public rally with Rahul on the stage, that there was a face-off. But before that, Ajay Rai was once again asked this question about whether at all he would like to apologize, given the fact that this was a clear case of a sexist comment. But Ajay Rai refused to do so. Take a look.
नहीं, मैंने एक हमारे आम चलन की भाषा है गिरीश जी कि भाई लटके झटके में लोग चलते हैं, बात करके चल देते हैं, झटके से उठे चल दिए, लटके मतलब एक इस तरह की बातें आती हैं। वो कोई असंसदीय भाषा या कोई मैंने ऐसा कोई किसी का अपमान करने के लिए नहीं बोला है। ये हमारे यहाँ बोलचाल की भाषा है इधर की, उस तरह से हम लोगों ने इस तरह की बात का इस्तेमाल किया। कोई अपमान करने की हमारी कोई मंशा किसी की नहीं है।
माफी मांगे और इस तरह के कुछ
नहीं, क्यों? हमने जब उस तरह की बात कोई बोली ही नहीं तो माफी किस बात की होती है? मैंने तो इस तरह की बात बोली जो आम जन, जो एक बोलचाल की भाषा है उससे मैंने बोला है। वो हमने जो बात बोली उसमें मैं कायम हूँ।
जो इस तरह का समर्थन।
A day after Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge called the Prime Minister a chooha in a public rally with Rahul on the stage. Now there was a massive face-off in the Parliament with the leader of the House, BYJU'S Goyal, confronting Kharge and demanding his apology. The Congress President has now refused to apologize. Here's what Kharge said yesterday and the face-off in Rajya Sabha today.
सर, मुझे लगता है नेता प्रतिपक्ष को शायद इतिहास बहुत ज्यादा याद नहीं है। उनको ये याद नहीं है कैसे कांग्रेस की वजह से जम्मू कश्मीर का क्या हालत हुई। उनको ये याद नहीं है कैसे आज भी भारत की करके रखी है। उनको ये याद नहीं है उन्हीं के समय चाइना ने 38,000 किलोमीटर भारत की जमीन हड़प ली थी। ये भूल रहे हैं कैसे इन्होंने बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर का अपमान किया। ये भूल रहे हैं उन्होंने किस प्रकार से सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल को रोका से रोको कश्मीर में कर सके। ये श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी का बलिदान भूल रहे हैं। मुझे लगता है इन्होंने माफी मांगनी चाहिए और इनको कोई अधिकार नहीं है।
जो आजादी के वक्त माफी मांगने वाले लोग और जो आजादी के लिए जो लड़े हैं उनको पूछ रहे हैं आप माफी मांगो। और दूसरी बात, वहां पर बात ऐसी आई कि देश को एकता रखने के लिए ये कांग्रेस पार्टी ये सब भारत तोड़ो यात्रा कर रही है, ऐसा क्रिटिसाइज उन्होंने किया। तब मैंने ये कहा भाई कांग्रेस पार्टी हमेशा देश को जोड़ने की बात करती है और इसके लिए सर एक मिनट सर इसके लिए इंदिरा गांधी जी ने अपनी जान दी, राजीव गांधी जी ने अपना जान दिया। आप कौन लोग इस देश के एकता के लिए अपनी जान दिए?
Well, a slew of other ministers took the Congress party to the dry cleaners. Listen.
Leader of the opposition in Rajya Sabha कल राजस्थान में अलवर में जो भाषा प्रयोग किया है अभद्र भाषा, ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी की तरफ से और पार्लियामेंट्री पार्टी अफेयर्स के मंत्री के नाते, पूरा पार्लियामेंट के नाते मैं घोर निंदा करता हूं। आई स्ट्रांगली कंडेम दिस। ये जो क्लेम कर रहे हैं कि जो स्वतंत्र आंदोलन में भाग लिए थे कांग्रेस वाले, ये सब कांग्रेस का लेगेसी है। बेसिकली दैट इटसेल्फ इज रॉन्ग, क्योंकि ये जो कांग्रेस था, स्वयं महात्मा गांधी जी ने कहा था ये कांग्रेस विसर्जन करो। अभी जो चला रहा है ये कांग्रेस ओरिजिनल कांग्रेस नहीं है। सुभाष चंद्र बोस जी को, सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल, बाल गंगाधर तिलक, बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर, ऐसे लोगों के साथ यही कांग्रेस जो ओरिजिनल कांग्रेस थे उनके साथ कैसे व्यवहार किया ये सब जानते हैं। तो इसीलिए ये जो क्लेम करते हैं ना, ये जो स्वतंत्र सेनानी जो थे, स्वतंत्र आंदोलन में जो भाग लिए थे, वो सब हमारा ही है। ये बेसिकली दिस इज द रॉन्ग कंसेप्ट एंड रॉन्ग थिंकिंग and wrong approach of the Congress party.
It's very distasteful for the political leaders to use such language. Congress president must realize that he is a president of a political party who has certain responsibilities. This kind of abusive, very degraded language is very uncalled for, very unfortunate, and that is how politicians become a subject of ridiculing and criticism.
Well, this is the third time that Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge has launched a personal attack on Prime Minister Modi. Here's how he has hurled abuses at the Prime Minister in the last 1 month itself.
मैं गरीब हूँ, मेरे को किसने गालियाँ दिया, मेरी किसी ने कुछ कहा, मेरे को कुछ, तेरी हैसियत क्या है कहा। अरे ऐसे बात कह के अगर आप सिंपैथी जमाने की कोशिश करें तो लोग अब होशियार हो गए, उतने बेवकूफ नहीं है।
तुम्हारी सूरत कितनी बार देखना, कारपोरेशन में भी तुम्हारी सूरत देखना, एमएलए इलेक्शन भी तुम्हारी सूरत देखना, एमपी इलेक्शन में भी तुम्हारी सूरत देखना, हर जगह कितने भाई, क्या आपके रावण के जैसा 100 मुख है क्या है?
चर्चा के लिए तैयार नहीं है। बाहर तो शेर के जैसा बात करते हैं, लेकिन उनका जो चलना है वो सिर्फ आप देखेंगे तो चूहे के जैसा है।
NIA charge sheet in the Umesh Kole murder nails roles of radical Islamists of the Tablighi Jamaat. Also on the other side, Republic gets parents and former employees' testimonies on alleged malpractices by BYJU'S. All this and much more on the other side.
Amrita School of Business. Admissions open.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
Guys, just 1 second. Choosing a car for my mom.
What? Online car shopping? Wow, that's so cool, yeah.
Shahrukh ne bataya.
Wait up. Booking a car service.
From here.
क्यों? तुझे शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया?
इसने पूछा ही नहीं। There's so much more जो शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया. It's all on the industry first My Hyundai app. Open a world of possibility with My Hyundai app. One app, many worlds.
Mr. Blanc, you're the world's greatest detective, right?
In your words, there has been a murder. The killer wouldn't hesitate to kill again if it covers their tracks.
Wow!
Well, I'm out of here.
Yeah, me too.
Lock the door. Stay in your rooms. Everyone is in danger.
Are you calling me dangerous?
Well, we'll see.
क्या हुआ रोहन, क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो, एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए।
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
বাইরে সিকিউরিটি আর নিজের বাড়িতে এইসব।
दादा बचा लिया आपने।
बेफिक्र कोलकाता जाओ, इंटरव्यू अच्छा ही होगा।
हर बंद राह ओपन हो सकती है, लगता है सिर्फ दिल। एक्सिस बैंक, दिल से ओपन।
Hey Rahul, what's up?
Hey, kicked about our first date?
Of course.
Benefits up to rupees 30,000 only at the Citroën C3 Carnival. Book today.
बैंगन भरते का सारा सामान ऑर्डर कर दिया, बैंगन ही ऑर्डर करना भूल गया।
बैंगन भी ऑर्डर कर दूं?
सिर्फ एक बैंगन देने कौन आएगा?
जियो मार्ट सिर्फ एक आइटम भी फ्री डिलीवर करता है।
छोटा या बहुत छोटा, जियो मार्ट करता है हर ऑर्डर फ्री होम डिलीवर। जियो मार्ट, हर घर का मार्ट।
Well, child rights body NCPCR has essentially summoned EdTech BYJU'S Ravindran over allegations that it is indulging in malpractices to lure parents and children to buy their courses. BYJU'S is facing a range of complaints on social media platforms and consumer websites, with customers alleging that they were exploited and deceived as they had to put their savings in jeopardy. Republic in the last 1 week has spoken to parents and former employees at BYJU'S as we looked deeper into the serious allegations of exploitation, deception and following predatory practices. In fact, we've also written an email to BYJU'S seeking a response to the questions over the allegations. So far, there's no response from the company. Let's listen into some of the parents and those who complained and even those who were questioned by the NCPCR in the case. We've also got the NCPCR on record. Listen.
ये आपने बायजूस में अपने बच्चे को भर्ती कराया, उसके बाद आपका क्या एक्सपीरियंस था? जैसे हम बात कर रहे थे अभी कि किस तरीके से जो वीडियो डाउनलोडिंग में प्रॉब्लम होती थी, किस तरीके से जब आप कंप्लेंट रेज करने की कोशिश करते थे तो कोई भी जवाब नहीं आ रहा था।
बिल्कुल मैम, मैंने बहुत सुना था कि बायजूस एक स्कैम है, लेकिन तब भी मैंने अपने बेटे को मैंने कहा कि ऐसे कहीं सुनी बातों पे विश्वास नहीं करना चाहिए। मैंने ऐड देखे इसके टीवी पर और मैंने अपने बेटे को एनरोल करवाया उसके अंदर। और एनरोल करवाने के बाद जिस काउंसलर ने एनरोल करवाया था मेरे बेटे को, उसने बहुत ही मेरे को ये बताया कि बहुत अच्छी ऐप है, अगर आप बच्चे को इससे कनेक्ट करेंगे तो अच्छा फ्यूचर उसका होगा। तो मैंने उनके ऊपर बिलीव करके मैंने इसको कंटिन्यू किया। लेकिन जैसे ही मैंने इसको बायजूस की ऐप को, और मैंने 25,000 रुपीज़ उनको पे करे पूरे साल के लिए, और जैसे ही मैंने अपने बेटे को उस क्लास में एनरोल करवाया और उस ऐप को यूज़ करना स्टार्ट किया, तो मुझे बहुत ही ज़्यादा बैड एक्सपीरियंस हुए। क्योंकि उनकी जो ऐप है वो वैसे जैसे ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म पे जो ऐप चलनी चाहिए वैसे उनकी चल नहीं पाई। उनके अंदर जो मेरा बेटा क्लास लेता था उनकी वीडियो बहुत ज़्यादा अटकती थी, और अगर उनको कंप्लेंट करो तो उनके पास कोई भी वहाँ पर जवाब देने के लिए कोई भी नहीं था कि क्यों अटक रही है वीडियो। चलिए ये बात छोड़िए कि मैंने उनको बोला कि इसके ऊपर मेरे को रीप्ले की ऑप्शन दीजिए, अगर मेरी बच्चे की कोई क्लास छूटती है तो उसमें रीप्ले की ऑप्शन दीजिए कि बच्चा दोबारा क्लास देख सके। तो उनका ये कहना था कि हमारी ऑलरेडी एक जो ऐप है आप उसमें जाके देखिए, हमारे पास रीप्ले की कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है। तो फिर अगर मेरे को अपने बेटे को लाइव क्लास में पढ़ाना है, फिर मेरे को दोबारा अलग से अपने बेटे को पढ़ाना है, तो फिर मेरे को उसका यूज़ क्या है कि अगर मैं आपसे एज ए ट्यूशन ले रहा हूँ अपने बेटे के लिए तो उसका कोई यूज़ नहीं है।
I'm not sure of the frauds, but I am suffering from approx 2.5 months with this BYJU'S. This is bloody juice, I can say. I'm not happy at all. I suffered approx 2.5 months past. This was started on 15 September approx, I believe. I take a class of 3 days trial from BYJU'S, and this was started. I got a call from BYJU'S. They have taken a kind of session, kind of half an hour. So he told me that your child is okay. I mean, she is leading approx 60%, but if she got additional things from us, then she will perform 100% approx. So I think that that's fine. Every child required something additional from other sources also. So school is not enough. So I enrolled for this BYJU'S course for us for 2 years. So this this was started approx 1st of October or end of the September. So after 15 days, I realized that this is not good for me, and they are simply that syllabus is not enough for my child. So I think that they have a cancellation policy for 15 days. So I realized that I can go for the cancellation. So I reached BYJU'S support. So I got a call. For the cancellation. As per the policy, 15 days I can go for the cancellation. Cancellation के बाद भी कुछ नहीं हो पा रहा, मतलब मैंने मेल किया, उसके बाद कोई रेस्पॉन्ड नहीं आ रहा था, तो उसके बाद फिर मैंने इनको रीच किया। 2-3 days के बाद फिर मेरे पास कॉल आया। राम्या वाज अ सीनियर मैनेजर फ्रॉम द फाइनेंस और अकाउंट्स, आई बिलीव. शी कमिट मी दैट वी आर ऑफरिंग यू 1 year additional free of the course for the 7th class. So I was not happy at all. No, they didn't cancel.
देखिए, पिछले साल दिसंबर के महीने में हमारे पास ये शिकायत आई थी, और एक बंच जो था उसने बताया था 50 से अधिक ऐसी शिकायतों के बारे में जहां गरीब तबकों के माता पिता को ये मजबूर किया गया BYJU'S द्वारा, पहले बच्चों को एल्यूर किया गया, उनको फ्री में कुछ दिन तक BYJU'S का कंटेंट दिया गया, कुछ मामलों में बच्चों का एक साइकोमेट्री टेस्ट किया गया और फिर पेरेंट्स पर दबाव बनाया गया कि यदि वो BYJU'S के कोर्सेज़ को नहीं पढ़ेंगे तो फिर बच्चों का भविष्य ठीक नहीं होगा। इस तरीके से एक मैल प्रैक्टिसेस की शुरुआत जो है वहाँ की गई, और जिन पेरेंट्स के पास पैसे नहीं थे उनको लोन दिलवाने के लिए प्रेरित किया गया और लोन दिलवाया गया। इन शिकायतों के बाद हमने मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन भारत सरकार को लिखा, हमने RBI को लिखा, हमने SFIO को लिखा, और तब भारत सरकार के शिक्षा मंत्रालय ने एक एडवाइजरी जारी की। तब SFIO ने भी इस पर एक्शन इनिशिएट किया, और उसके बाद फिर जब मिनिस्ट्री की एडवाइजरी आ गई तब हमको ऐसा लगा कि अब ये टेक कंपनीज जो हैं इस तरीके की हरकतों से बाज आएंगी। लेकिन हाल ही के दिनों में एक आर्टिकल फिर पब्लिश हुआ जो समाचार पत्रों में प्रमुखता से छापा गया, जिसमें ये फिर बताया गया कि इस तरीके की हरकतें ये कंपनी कर ही रही है। तब हमने BYJU'S के CEO को सम्मन करके बुलाया है और उनसे स्पष्टीकरण मांगा है कि वो किस तरीके से ये माल प्रैक्टिसेस में अभी भी शामिल है। उसके बाद हम आगे की कार्रवाई करेंगे।
Well, in fact, the NCPCR has also written to the RBI, SFIO to look into this entire matter. We give it to understand that BYJU'S CEO has also been asked to appear before the child rights body. Remains to be seen whether at all BYJU'S is going to respond to the notice that has already been issued. In fact, Republic Media Network has also written to BYJU'S through their press office seeking a response on this entire matter. In fact, 3 questions have been sent to BYJU'S, but so far there hasn't been any response.
जब हिंदुस्तान आजादी के मनाएगा, आज की युवा पीढ़ी वो परचम स्वतंत्र भारत में लहराएगा। अमृत काल की ये अमृत जेनरेशन किस बुलंद नींव पर 100 वर्ष आजादी के मनाएगा, आज उसी बुलंद नींव के कुछ उदाहरण आपके सम्मुख प्रस्तुत करना चाहती हूं। भारत विश्व में 3rd लार्जेस्ट इकोसिस्टम रखता है स्टार्टअप का। 650 से ज्यादा जिलों में 80,000 से ज्यादा स्टार्टअप्स, 100 से ज्यादा यूनिकॉर्न्स, जिनकी टोटल वैल्यू $330 बिलियन से भी ज्यादा है।
On the other side, NIA charged in Umesh Kole murder nails the role of radical Islamists of Tablighi Jamaat. Also, hospitals overburdened, crematoriums working round the clock as COVID situation worsens in China.
Amrita School of Business. Admissions open.
सोच रहा हूँ कमेंट्री ट्राई करूँ। मैच का आखिरी बॉल, तेज तूफानी डिलीवरी, एक धमाकेदार शॉट और ये गया छक्का।
छक्का नहीं, टूटा। आपके टाइल्स को चाहिए MYK लेटिक्रीट टाइल एडेसिव। फॉर्मूला ऐसा कि अब टाइल न टूटेगा न छूटेगा।
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
Pooja, you left the job and still so cool?
Bro, new challenges bring new opportunities.
Oh, really?
Seriously, Rahul, my entire house, now it's an online retail store. Look.
Wow. But money?
Few years back, I'd invested my Diwali bonus.
And now you have LIC's ULIP plan Nivesh Plus. Invest once, get the benefit of both life insurance and maximize returns based on market trends.
One sec, Rahul.
Madam, you are double cool.
Hey Rahul, what's up?
Hey, kicked about our first date?
Of course.
Benefits up to rupees 30,000 only at the Citroën C3 Carnival. Book today.
You know it's only a drill. And yet you train like it is the real thing. Because one day, at a second's notice, it will be. One day, you'll come together as an invincible team. And every second you save will be a life saved. The Indian Air Force is looking for an exceptional team. A team that is truly a cut above.
Join the Indian Air Force to be a cut above.
अगर मिठाई जंक फूड से है यारी, तो डायबिटीज की कर लो तैयारी।
Get Beto's Diabetes Care Program with a free glucometer and expert advice. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
Everyone looks at the world today. At Hyundai, we go beyond with experiences that take us forward. Innovations that are intuitive. At Hyundai, we are going beyond mobility, and you are welcome to join us.